Hi everyone, welcome to this Diablo Immortal video. So the push for Paragon 1000 begins and it's going to be quite fun. I've got lots of loot saved up and lots of things to use up when I do hit 1000. It's Monday, it's a reset day. My Paragon level is 994 at the moment and it's time to get Paragon 1000 again. I say again because if you actually have a look at your character, this level before simplification is 2094. So we've already done that Paragon 1000 before, it's time to do it all over again. Now, I already did 5 rounds of Vanguard this morning, so you can see I've got 0 out of 5 attempts. That pushed me from Paragon 993 to 994, so I'm going to be starting this journey to 1000 from 994 onwards. So here we go, I'm going to head somewhere else to do this. Let's go here, it's just a nice chilled out spot over here. So I'm going to start with battle points. So I've been saving up my battle points for quite a while. If we have a look, last week I capped my battle pass points and the week before that. And I didn't claim anything because I was kind of waiting for today to use everything up. So we can start with random dungeons. I'll go use them up. That's already pushed me to Paragon 995. So that was quite a nice jump. Let's go ahead and claim the bounties now. Okay, that's very close to a new level. Let's do Legacy of the Radrim, and there we go, 996 Paragon. Nice and easy, no grinding required here. Just playing the game as usual. Saving up all of your battle points and things like in-game XP mail, your fish as well, that helps. And quests. So I've got some quests here, I might as well go ahead and claim them. Yeah, basically saving all these things up and just using everything at once. 997, I've still got Warband Raid to do today as well, and obviously Battle Pass points have reset for the week, so got lots of Battle Pass points to get this week. How many have I got actually? 7,390 out of 9,600, so yeah, I'll be able to claim some more Battle Pass points for whatever I do today, on top of all of this. Okay, let's claim Defend the Vault, Fractured Plane. 998, nearly there. Just a little more to go. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at this. 58 saved up here. I've got lots of loot to collect here. I'll be doing this very soon. Okay, so I've used up all of my Battle Pass points, all of the quests and all of that. I can now use up my in-game mail. So I'll go over to the mail. I have got 37, actually let's use up my Vanguard rewards, got some forgotten items and battlegrounds. There we go, so 34 mail, all with XP inside it. As you can see, all of this mail has XP. So I'm going to go ahead and use all of this at once. I'm going to hit that claim all button. And there we go, Paragon 1000. With a few button clicks, nice and easy, and that was very quick, so thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, I'm not really going to end the video there. I wasn't expecting to get 1000 so quickly. I thought I might have to use up my fish XP reward as well and maybe do warband raids, and that would push me over to 1000, but it's pretty cool that I've already got to 1000. It means that I can go ahead and sort out my stash of items, use up loads of loot and all that kind of stuff. Okay, I'm at the stash. It's time to use up all of the items that I've hoarded up for quite a long time. All of these chests that I've got saved up, I'm going to start using all of this up. I think before I go ahead and use the legendary chests, I'm going to identify and use all of the items that I've got in my stash and basically see what I need to improve. So for example, if I need to improve the legs, I can go ahead and pick the legs when I go to select a legendary gear to get a reward for. So at least I know which ones to focus on, otherwise I'll probably be wasting it picking anything random now and then left with something I need to improve later on. So I'll save the legendary chests. I think I'll go ahead and pick these mystery boxes. So let's see how many legendary items we get from these mystery boxes. So we got one. I've got shoulders there. I don't know if I've got 2 shoulders. That popped up twice. Let's see what we get. So I've got yellows. So I thought it'd be fun to save these. Oh, I got a sickle there. Let's keep going. See if we get lucky with any more legendary items. Inventory's almost full. Okay, I think we got 2 or 3 legendary items from those. And I've got 36 of these mystery legendary items to use up. And I've got 16 mystery set items. Okay, I made some more space in my inventory. Let's go ahead and use up these mystery legendary items. We've got 35. So all of these legendary items are now finally going to be used. So I'm going to have a whole inventory full of legendary items, and hopefully I get lucky with some of these. Let's go back to my inventory. You can see a whole inventory full of question marks, so it's going to be quite fun to identify these and see what I get. Let's go ahead and identify these ones. I'll use my pet to do that. Probably going to take me a couple of hours to go through everything. I've got so many wisps to get as well. Moonlight flora, rhodolites to use up, crafting. Okay, here we go. Oh, I got one green arrow here. 2652 combat rating. Bone armor, I actually do need that in my PvP build because I've switched to a new build which I've got bone armor in, and ray form. This is pretty good actually. This is quite a good one for PvP. I've got fortitude there, I've got vitality, intelligence. Shame I haven't got willpower. I really needed willpower for my PvP build, but still not bad. And I'll have to go through the rest of these and see what I get. I think what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and identify what I can and do a kind of before and after. So this is my combat rating at the moment, 51,189, and they're the stats that I've got. And I'll do an afterwards and we'll see what we get after. So I didn't actually have as much time to do dungeon spam and save up a lot more set items and legendary gear like I have done in the past. My last 2 slots for the stash are empty. I'd usually have these filled up in the past, and I have got quite a few set items in these 2 that I'll be using up and see how many wisps I get. And I have got legendary gear in these 2 slots as well, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's kind of these 2 slots and what I've got in my inventory and all of those items that I have to use up. So I'll go ahead and identify all of these and see how lucky I get with any upgrades. Okay, so out of all of the legendary items that I identified, there were actually only 2 which had green arrows that had some pretty decent stats. There were 2 which didn't have green arrows that I actually liked the stats of, and I did swap them out with ones that I had. But yeah, it's just these 2. So this one, bone armor, wraith form, and we get critical hit damage, 2,652 combat rating, we get fortitude, vitality, and intelligence. It's not too bad. And this one, 2,682 combat rating. Got wraith form, bone wall, primary attacks have 9% chance to reduce enemy attack and movement speed for 20% for 3 seconds, and we get primary attack damage increase, fortitude, willpower, intelligence. Not too bad. And these are the greens that I have that I need to go through. So yeah, quite a bit to go through still. Now, I still have all of these blessed chests to go through. So let's go ahead and redeem all of these blessed chests. I've been saving all of these chests and loot up. I thought, why not wait until 1,000 to actually redeem all of this stuff. I've got 9 more legendary items to redeem, and then 16 mystery set items still to go as well. So go ahead and get all of that in my inventory. What's this? Prediction chests, more prediction chests, and I think that's about it. But the legendary chests, I'm gonna basically see which ones I need to upgrade and go through them. Fishes, let's go ahead and exchange fishes, why not? And there's actually some mail that didn't actually claim, so I'm going to actually claim the remaining mail as well. Okay, so I'm very close to 1001 Paragon.
What in paradise?
Let's go to the fisher over here.
For the sea on your behalf.
Top up my bait whilst I'm here, and also exchange everything. There we go, that's pumped me up to Paragon 1001. Just handing in all of the fish that I have. We've got 2 legendary items there, that's pretty cool. Adventure summary, lucky traveller. Loot still keeps coming. Not bad, 2 legendary items from the fish. Now let's go ahead and claim all. for the male. That's bumped my XP up a little bit more as well, getting very close to 1002 Paragon. And I've still got Warband raids to go later today. And why is it not claiming these? That's odd. It didn't want to claim those XP males for some reason. Let me actually see what else hasn't been claimed down here. There's some Shadow War weekly rewards, XP to claim. And some assembly ones that weren't needed because we weren't going to get any more points at that stage. There we go. Paragon 1002.
Clearer now.
And I've got a lot more legendary gear there. Okay, back at the stash. Time to use up legendary chests, Rhodolite, and also battle pass rewards as well. So I'm going to go ahead and use up some of these. So I think I definitely need weapon, legs, and shield. Okay, that took quite a while to get through. Now let's go ahead and click use on all of these just to get them in my inventory. Okay, that was a lot of clicking, but in the end I managed to use up all of the legendary chests and all of the other loot chests that I have. My inventory's got a bit more breathing room. I still got 80 Inferno 8 Wisps to use up as well, so I'll get through that at some point. And yes, I am going to use my contracts up at some point. I've just not got around to it. We have a lot more green arrow legendary gear. This looks much better now. Let's go ahead and identify the rest of them. Let's quickly go through them. So this one, nope, no, I'm okay, I'll skip that one. I'm actually looking for higher CR, but then stats that I actually like. So I'm just quickly scanning through these. No, that one's alright. Nope. Okay, this one, 2664 combat rating, fortitude, vitality, intelligence. And we have quite a lot of magic properties here. We have primary attacks, have a 9% chance to reduce enemy attack, and movement speed. I'm not as keen on that one. And primary attack damage, not too bad, but I do like the command golem and critical hit damage one that I have at the moment. And this one's not too bad as well. This one is probably slightly better because I have got willpower, which I do prefer, especially in PvP. I think I'll go ahead and upgrade this one here. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and we've got this one over here. Critical hit chance, critical hit damage. I think I've got enough crit hit chance now. I'd rather look for something like accuracy. Okay, these ones, let's keep going. Now we're on to the shields, the offhand. So 2566, 2602, 2532, and we're starting to get onto the green arrow ones. I've got so many here. This is going to be tricky to pick from. 2684, so we've got fortitude, willpower, and intelligence. I've got knockback resistance, damage done to undead increase, skill damage, and critical hit damage. That's quite a lot. I may have to go ahead and upgrade that one. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and do that. And we've got willpower as well, which I do need. Okay, we've still got green arrows on these ones. So 2664 combat rating. Oh wow, got quite a lot of properties on this one. Bone spikes, I only really use bone spikes on my vault build, so I'm happy to swap that out. Damage taken while moving, I'm not really bothered with that. So critical hit damage, I'm happy to replace that with any of these ones. So I'm looking for another willpower one, like this one here. Yeah, I'll probably go for... Let's go ahead and swap that out with this one here. Okay, so that's a nice upgrade there. And let's just take a look to see what else we had. This is not bad. I get skill damage increased by 3 and critical hit damage. But I'm losing out on the willpower, and I do want to look out for willpower. I've got willpower on both of these two. And what about this one here, 2684? Got fortitude, vitality, and willpower. Oh, this one is quite nice. Got a critical hit chance increase, skill damage increase, damage taken while suffering loss of control, damage to elites. Some nice PvP and PvE stats there. I might go ahead and replace this one. There we go, and let's have a look at the remaining shield ones. Not too bad. And now we're on to the chests. The chest piece, I've got 2670 combat rating at the moment, with quite a lot of stats there. Doesn't look like I've got anything which can top that, so I'll leave the chest as it is. Now we're on to the legs. 2664. I got Grim Scythe and Command Golem. I do like the Grim Scythe one there. That comes in handy in PvP and PvE. Mostly PvE, but this slows enemies by 15% for 6 seconds. That's quite nice. Okay, I think I found a winner for the legs. I really like this one. 2684 combat rating. I got Fortitude, Willpower and Intelligence. I got Cheat Death chance increased by 6%. Block chance by 3%. Nearby enemy damage and beneficial effect duration by 6%. That's a nice one that I will find useful in PvP. So I think I'm going to go ahead and equip that. And the rest of these, I doubt these are going to be as good. But I'll just do a quick scan anyway. Yeah, I knew they wouldn't be as good. I've got a really good item, the one that I did pick. Now, the helm I've got at the moment is accuracy rating 6%, which I quite like, and critical hit damage increase, and I've got a nice amount of vitality and willpower. But let's see if I have any decent stats here. I got critical hit chance and damage there, not bad. Ooh, I like this one. I've got Fortitude, Vitality, Intelligence. Shame I don't have willpower, but I've got Bone Armor, which I'm using in PvP now. And the damage will be distributed to my summons. Ray Form, cooldown, and critical hit damage. So that is an interesting one. And oh, this is interesting as well. Fortitude, Willpower, Intelligence, Ray Form, Bone Wall. I could swap out Bone Wall actually. Primary attacks have 9% chance to reduce enemy attack, and then primary attack damage increased by 4.5%. I get a decent amount of CR in this one, and I do get the willpower, which I am looking for. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for this one, and then try to swap out Bone Wall with something else. So they are all of the upgrades I got with the legendary gear. So a nice boost to what I had, and I still haven't used up my Rhodolite yet either. Okay, inventory is much more clear now. I've got a lot of breathing room, which is quite nice. I'm going to go ahead and use up some of these battle pass rewards because it's quite fun. I don't like hitting collect all because it just like spoils it. I do like seeing everything coming at once. So we've got some legendary crests, Telluric Pearl, definitely go for that one. And I think I'm going to go for Citrine and Topaz. I just want to rank what I have one more time. I'm looking for one more rank 8 Topaz and then going back to Citrine and try and get another rank 7 Citrine. Oh, yeah, Telluric Pearl definitely. I'm just going to select Citrine on the rest of these ones. And it's always fun to collect these rewards. Oh, what do we get there? What? Okay, that's quite a nice emoji. Let's go ahead. Loads of loot. One of the best things about Diablo games is the amount of loot that you get, which is always fun. And I've been saving so much up for Paragon 1000. I might as well savour all of this and not use it up too quickly. I'd rather just go for the Telluric Pearl rather than 2-star Legendary Gem Selection Chest. And then I'm just going to hit Collect All on all of that. Okay, so that's out the way. Now I'm going to see what I want to upgrade using Rhodolite. I'm going to pick something and then we'll use some Rhodolite and see if I actually end up getting lucky with any upgrades. So let's see if we can craft a better weapon. Now how many Rhodolites do I have? 60 Rhodolites and a whole load of these stained remains. So I've been collecting all of this for quite a long time. Let's go and craft a weapon. Okay, oh, Grim Scythe. I need that one. We've got Fortitude, Vitality and Willpower. It's very similar to the one I had. Let's do 2 of them. Okay, let's compare and see if they're any good. So 2644, 2644 for both of them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to carry on and use up the remaining Rhodolite and we're going to see what we get. So I've now used up all of my Rhodolite and these are the legendary items that I got. They've all got 2644 combat rating and I've got some nice magic properties on all of them. I do like this one over here because Grim Scythe is one that I do want to use in PvP, and I've got the Fortitude, I've got the Willpower, and I can swap out Command Skeletons with something else that I want. Obviously I lose the critical hit chance here. I'm not really too bothered about damage increased 6% to enemies below 30% life, but then this one is quite interesting as well. 2684, same combat rating. I've got Fortitude, Willpower, Intelligence. I have 2 magical properties, and I've got block chance and maximum life increase. I can swap them out. So I may go ahead and do that actually. I'm going to go ahead and swap that one out. So without even changing any of my set items, I had a combat rating of 51,100 and something, 189 or something before. I got 51,606, so the CR's already improved. And like I said, I still got to go through all of my wisps and upgrade my set items. Let's just see how many Moonlight Floras I can go ahead and redeem. Okay, so we're at the Rite of Cleansing, so don't forget to do this. Go to the Rite of Cleansing NPC and use up all of your Moonlight Flora. I have 81 out of 200 Moonlight Flora at the moment, and all you have to do is click Begin the Rites, and you'll be placed into one of these instances. There's a few different ones as you keep going, and just do what it needs you to do. So this one, I just keep killing enemies and keep picking up those soul fragments.
There is no escape.
And then at the end you'll get some wisps. You don't really have to worry about the timer, you've got more than enough time to do this. There we go, and when you click on the chest, you get fabled wisps there and legendary item, which is quite cool. And there is a blacksmith if you want to use it there. And just keep repeating that and see how much loot you actually get. So let's go in one more time and just grab some more wisps. Same again, let's just keep killing these enemies, collecting the soul fragments. And yeah, just pretty much keep repeating this, use up all of your Moonlight Flora. Paragon 1000 is a good time to go ahead and use all of this up. And then you can focus on upgrading your set items to grab some better stats. So there we go, open this treasure chest, fabled wisps and legendary item there. Also, don't forget that Heroes of the Hearth is still active in game. There's lots of rewards that you can get and it's really easy to get them. The tasks are really simple, so don't miss out on this. Okay, so I'm definitely going to end the video there. Hope you enjoyed watching. That was my quick run to Paragon 1000 with a few button clicks and using up loads of the loot which I'd saved up for a long time. So what I'll be doing now is I'll be going ahead and using up my fabled wisps and see if I can upgrade all of these set items that I've got here. I've got lots of upgrade potential. Happy Paragon 1000 again. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you're enjoying the game and see you on the next video. Bye.